The powers that be. Aita, channeling her higher self, May 2020. God's plan for ascension is moving along wonderfully on planet Earth today. Countries are coming out of lockdown, out of isolation. The light, without a doubt, has won. There is, though, still a massive interplay between the light and the dark. The dark control forces, the powers that be, do not give up easily. They have their own agenda. This is the agenda that they have had from the very beginning. It is amazing how so few can control so many. They know the psychology of mankind. They manipulate mankind by using that psychology. The perception of the human being controls his/her belief system. Since the baby comes into this world as a blank slate mentally, with no ideas of its own, its thoughts and beliefs are programmed into it. The baby's caretakers, the baby's surroundings, are instrumental in giving the baby its ideas about life. These ideas are formed by the perception that the baby receives from its surroundings. Perceptions are controlled by the repetition of words, images, sounds, smells. All of the five senses are used to program the baby with the ideas of its family and culture. In years past, before the news media, the family and society were responsible for this programming, parents repeated to their children what their parents had told them. From their mothers' and fathers' words and behaviour, children learnt what to believe and how to behave. Each society had its own rules and regulations that were touted to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But where did these ideas about life come from? For ages past, for eons, humans have had a hidden control system. The government behind the government. It is variously called the powers that be, the Illuminati, the deep state, the dark cabal. Millennia ago, dark galactics with no heart came to planet Earth and discovered that they could manipulate and control the human residents. These galactic beings were of a different frequency from the kind and gentle humans who were here to refine their love and personality in this planet Earth training simulator experience. Humans are basically loving and kind. They nurture their children. They want approval from their peers. They are looking for love from each other. They are in this human realm with needs and desires for communion with their brethren. Yet they cannot get this loving support and camaraderie, for their systems are set up to separate them. Those galactics who, from heaven to earth, came down, were oriented totally to power over others. They have no heart. There is no love in their beingness. They are as cats playing with mice, as shepherd dogs rounding up sheep. They call humans sheeple that can be manipulated and maneuvered into doing whatever they desire. They provide that darkness that was the teacher for humanity to overcome, the teachers that gave the great lessons of fear. How can the few manipulate the many? By giving them false perceptions. There is universal law and universal truth. According to these laws, humans were to have had free will. They were to be given the freedom to choose the path that they would take according to informed consent. However, they were never truthfully informed that they had a choice. Instead, the truth of the great deceptive manipulation of humanity was kept from them. This is the meaning of the great deception perception under which human beings have lived. The powers that be wanted wealth, privilege, power, sexual favors, and total control over their human slaves. Therefore, Through the ages, they instructed humanity through religions, governments, monetary systems, and all the institutions. Humans were impressed with words and deeds that they were inferior to those who ruled over them. They were sinful, inefficient, lazy, and incapable. They should listen to their betters. They should do as they are told and not think for themselves. After all, look at what a crazy, angry, and dark world they lived in. They were told that they were responsible for all the wars, all the conflict, all the chaos, any monetary collapses, homelessness, poverty, hunger, climate change, and polluting the planet. And on goes the negative litany of things that humans were responsible for. All the time, though, in the background, unseen by the majority of human eyes, invisible to human perception, was the dictatorial Illuminati that was running the earthly show. They used any and all deceit to fulfill their program against humanity. There was no informed consent. Their deceit was great indeed, for they hid their agenda in signs and symbols, metaphors and stories. Humans could not give informed consent, for they were not informed. They were told that sending their beloveds to war was the greatest gift that they could give. Actually, it was the most diabolical cruelty that the Illuminati could devise. All the pandemics, the poverty, the hunger, the denigration of humanity has been controlled by these dark forces. Humans have suffered greatly, more than was ever intended, and humans live in great fear, for through innumerable centuries of disasters, those who have had eyes to see and ears to hear, those who were the shamans, the spiritual ones, the great esoteric teachers, were tortured, maimed, and killed. For the Illuminati did not want humanity to know the truth of the great deception perception. So fear is viscerally in humanity's beingness. And humans are gentle beings. Humans bow to the systems and control around them. They accept their fate and do not know that anything different is possible. At last, and in the great magnificence of the divine plan for humanity, this is the time of ascension. Light is being shone on the darkness. For the majority of mankind, the planet Earth experience is almost over. As humanity rises in frequency, as planet Earth is being lifted out of the enmeshment of the low-frequency fear grid, the truth is coming out. A great battle is being fought between the Illuminati and the Light Alliance. The Illuminati controllers, the corrupt politicians, the news media, the monetary controllers, the medical manipulators and drug merchants are being shown up for what they are. They are out to weaken, suppress, and kill humanity. They are out to drain every last drop of love and hope. They have created hell on earth, and this is now becoming visible. We are very close to the great and magnificent change that is ahead of us. The old institutions have to crumble. The depths of the Illuminati's perfidy has to be revealed before the new can be installed. This is happening now. Drip by drip by drip, those who are not totally immersed in and befuddled by the fear paradigm are seeing the delusion they have lived under. They are realizing the colossal deceit they have experienced. Humanity is about to be released from its bonds of false perceptions. The truth is being shown. The fear frequency is being released, and a new love paradigm is upon us. Great times are ahead. Love and light are our future. Communion and camaraderie, joy, love, and laughter are our natural inheritance to which we are returning. Thank you, Creator, God, Consciousness. We are very grateful for this human experience from which we have learnt love, and we are very grateful that we are now moving on into a whole new and wonderful, loving world. That was Aita channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings indeed.